Offend Edika. Nana pay and send Edika or Ghana. I have a fist on in the skies because I am in to tell truth to power. And I pay so what join me on Facebook, Mr. Share my CTV GH. Na juma no ebeyi. No amount of intimidation will cow us into submission. No amount of fear injected in us by power will silence us. Even in the days of our silence, ladies and gentlemen, we will speak about these matters mutely. And a pay a uradianopa. Me wura ho. Me wura ho. Na me come say me wura ho na when fop him. I cannot sit in a country and we'll keep on losing souls because of road accidents. In fact, an enemy you need to road accidents. You lose bare 14 lives. Nipan kuru our suboy council. And enum and suwu. In same gory accident. Now yet tenacity beside him say, ne kofare by anything. And only a Edika. Near Tosso. Remember when we say Ghana from penny for one thing. I will show you some projects. I can run. And so you Ghana, your taxes in case you have forgotten, ladies and gentlemen, this is the voice for the country. This is the gatekeeper for this nation. I am not only the hope for the future, but the great commandant of all patriots and foot soldiers of Africa. Masedia ni sa mebua ama abai akano kura accident man for. Masedia ni sa mesin sembi kusuwa paso to hold every government accountable unto the people that gave them the power. For too long we have had whack journalists. For too long, and Central Fork Kuran 4, good one again, yeah. For too long, fear road journalists, and Emre Santini and Central Fork with a food doom. Because I'm the same say, one bet me a Tongana at $1 million. The kind of journalist you war Ghana, no, I can say on point to say, 5% pen correct. You see, when you have a useless Ghana Journalists Association, and Pempino, journalists do one woman say useless. Because no crapa anye as yanka. Adaya, uko kan yabeka so yendisi. Me cause was to sit say, and this is for yan, omi nipa, kanukura. Time wa jo Mahama tesono. So kanukura. No make a choice on young people, MPP for me and punching. They are human beings like you. But the most important thing to note is that the truth must be said whichever way to the corridors of power. We cannot continue to live in a silly country. The youth that used to be there for like 50 years ago, and yes, I you to know now. I can say on point to say there is a break of a new dawn. Yamu be assuming free we may be born out of flesh through the womb of our mama, but ladies and gentlemen, we were equally born out of the Spirit of the Lord. And the more you try to guard, the more God lifts up above your dirtiness. And the more you try to destroy, even to kill, the more God raises us upon his shoulders. So you, as enemies, you will come in like a flood. But Bible says, anytime you come in like a flood, God will lift a standard. Say, hamua media hame, mentiasia sa Ghana ni pabu ya kwanso sa mentiasia. Now the funny thing is, almost all the time, you're the best son driver ni bita. Forgetting, or if like forgetting the other major contributing factors at the accident about ya kwanso. Creative in so. What is creative in so? I hope that's what I'm saying. Me so just link na mumra Facebook. Obi a ohwe me se sia ahobrasia kwanso. A odo dwumadi. No person of mine Ghana ye me sraw ko Facebook se sia. Ko Facebook se sia. CTV and my CTV GH. Na share me like it, comment it, for comment bra. Na share mine. Na Ghana from penny for whom say, yo. We are not animals. We are human beings like them and like their children and wives. I mean, how? Look, I acknowledge, say, there are some, and never be one more cost for your counsel in 20 years. There are times here, a bit make a say, be not driving any better. There are times I bet like over speeding you. There are times I bet like I say one pack here. There be na send me when you na cross to say ya. And the Tina Ghana ya mura. Or man be a mranya juma a foom. Or man be a mra and your juma to say Ghana a foom. Say your mind dear. No opinion or this one sabi penny for any nipa. Na so mind your foom dear. Minim penyimfo no edi so ne din yede mama won. Me say when you drive on the highways of this country, Ghana, I am saying say your highways do no it is not only a grave, a cemetery. Ghana highways and your grave, a cemetery. A cemetery. I did a lot of graves. I am saying this on authority. If only you drive on Ghana highways. Common small reflector, if like ramps. You did your quaint chain. Say when you are veering off the road. And that's what be that. I beg now what about Hoson? Besides, how many highways in Ghana? Small reflector ramps to the be also. How many highways? As should there be a parliament called pass it, but that's say ya quenway. And now says a more generation go and penny for on their sacrifice. And now, sir, don't want to walk quarter palace, no woman, no more. See, these are issues, sir. Ghana because we are afraid. Why should you be afraid of man and be afraid of God? Yashiri Yenipa 14. Woman in Ebu. It's an car coincidence. We live in a country. Sabita fracture. And in discipline, bet mama is casting 11. And so essentially, Yansa, Eswasi Akoko Dinti, Yanshaho. Have we thought of how much we can make from sport fines through the act of indiscipline in this country? And our drivers alone will give us so much more than 11 can give us in a year. Commercial drivers alone. Because they are largely indisciplined. And sport fines you benye free hono. So anka niema mienu ane yede boa ba ko beye. Abra ye nya sika free indiscipline no. Na ye yusu sa medium no correct the mistakes of those that are indisciplined. Because a driver ni eba ko park wrong parking. Na ma accident aba. And a driver ni eba over speeding. Na a cause accident. Ene ne keka ho. Ana okoye saade no ye gine 1,000 cities in Edika. Oye biem ye gine 1,000 cities. I am saying sir onya ne toso miensa because on one kasa ne sales ye saying. But so what ye fuomu a ye dwen afuomu adwen. So what ye fuomu a afuomu adwen. I'm saying let me tell you. Say ubi bim we yawo. What's your chira? You don't feel it, but me, I am the voice for the people, so I feel it, even though they are not my family members. If for nothing at all, for all you know, future leaders be and the University of Education, Winnipeg. I am a former national student leader. Meaning the pains a student go through even before they will complete. But watch on so we know Baby one they are living on student loan transfer. Time student loan transfer fund not the person need to defer. From a background of student activism, meaning the pains students go through in this country, especially the tertiary level. Now, one more to more room. Me saying there were times I not told JBD and son of their shame. And if I say me mammy at BD, Eddie Ashena no to Darko, me do level 400 and crow 4 fumbi our manual measurement. Now my shit me crack because you're quite in it. Me. How can you live in a country? Now major highways, your potholes also. We need to be selling. You're paying food to Quanko France. I am who say France highway no potholes also. And now with the best yabo and Quanum team. Best yabo and Quanum team. You don't care about your people. Yet Quanko Germany. Or Barbesi Angel Merkel, those times, Sabita French, you call Germany, near compare a draw free, no, not potholes for highways. Xi Jinping of yesterday's China, see, I call Xi Jinping Kromwa. I am who potholes for when so. You call Dr. Kim, a Kromo North Korea, I am who potholes. Vladimir Putin.
Anyama would way bet me a Edia quetia COVID-19 bini. Near the kind, Tafasimina any and swa etne ewo sa a brano. So what Bogu Bako and also elbow. Yafa dear Catawo and your good friend nose mask and no ebi. So who could be any power nasi bedroom one. I have for sanitizer, I won't support. When in the pantan to move some when you're winning effort of social distancing. No, and who bet your pass, over to the fear, said you bay and COVID-19 ever your brain. Shannon so said, watch out for one, sir, and come with you. So, for what? And I saw what I should be a chess of we in your COVID-19 bedia. But what you said them, not for numbers, ya, a good TV in Sankra Twin, Class Media Group, and a dear Bremo.
Apostle Francis Odro World Outreach Ministry, Akawa Wubium, the School of Ministry. I am Apostle Francis Odro. Yame Adon was so, and now that is so any issue which I say. Yame to serve Frau Amanyamia Duma. And I'm Pasa, who Yamisumu Dada, now soon Madam Kra, a wow so. And yet now when you better Hama say, only the School of Ministry, Ebesiandi. And to what shall know who feed her. School of Ministry, Bamau, a boarding credibility, sir, international certificate in ministry, and international diploma in ministry.
Start the training now.
Anyama would way bet me a Edia quetia COVID-19 bini. Near the kind, Tafasimina any and swa etne ewo sa a brano. So what Bogu Bako and also elbow. Yafa dear Catawo and your good friend nose mask and no ebi. So who could be any power nasi bedroom one. I have for sanitizer, I won't support. When in the pantan to move some when you're winning effort of social distancing. No, and who bet your pass, over to the fear, said you may not.
But in some making, Ubenians are 4 swats in Facebook, social media langas, to condemn it with the eyes of partisanship. They will not see the sense of nationalism because if you are president, no, papa. Because if you are to Obama president, no, Because Minister of Roads near any cousin. And Crofona, they don't care. Because I know my bush of phone. But I'm saying this. Sanka bush any be womb. Sanka mammy be no. Sanka wafa be no. Sanka baby no. Sanka wunya. Sanka wire. And I won't be no in this gory accident. And Kabe Hunya something some make us say. But you see, Ghana and penny for no. The more to am for no more so aroba. The more to am for no musuing. In case they do not know, I have some words from the Lord for them. Proverbs chapter 8, verse 33. Was a muntian sankasaya? Abai muntian sankasaya. Listen to the voice of reasoning. Listen to the voice of God. Was a muntian sankasaya? Listen to instructions and be wise. We know radical to me. And this is what I expect men of God and Islamic clerics to do in this country. Where are the Jeremiahs? Prophet Muhammad, one more time, no, almost sana. It is not enough to call yourself an imam. You are not any better imam unless you rise and speak against the ills of your country. Serious rules in Ghana, not potholes. I'm saying this with authority. So we a new person, well, now drive on Ghana highway, oh dear, Robin accident. Because when I'm crying, so I let you do no say, potholes be when him. It has to be out dodge you find out now, so what dear, you die. No safety authority to me kind of cranks up. I say, Abaye, cast me say, now you see, on my crampua, common street lights where they can't fix. Why would people die? And yet we have energy commission. As a commissioner, no, but so maybe I'm not going to. Are you okay? We are energy commissioner, and I'm in charge of energy commission. Now I can so street light in Yajuma. We are forcing Obia. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. Until the truth is told in plain terms to the authorities we have given them power, they will never listen to us. Listen to this. Almost all the times where there have been revolutions, where there have been positive evolutions of time, almost all the moment in history where there have been change, where there have been political dynamics put on different economic trajectory, almost all this historical moment, the change came about not because the leadership of the various revolutionary era or the leadership of the various technological times were willing to give the people leadership or were willing to give the people change. But listen, the change came about because the people, through every legitimate means, demanded of the change aggressively. Let me come home. And pimping piano. So who sense saying be ab obi manso. Now ko na your fe. And eba bi brem ha. Na se poka gami bi yade. Eba bi brem ha. Na se Ramaphosa of South Africa yade ya. Enye se ebia mpempi no leadership na wati abenya no so na epese ematu me ne kofom anase ensesan ba enkrofo ana omanfo na wokurum no esore tumi so efa kwampa so agi tumi ne firi mpanyimfo ho ansa na ensesan ba. Unless the youth of Ghana rise and demand accountability, this nation will never work. Enkosi se mabunu a ye dache ekura yensam no ye be sorry aka kire mpanyimfo say give us our future. This country will never work. I'm telling you. Na odie why your NDC into unsu nyansan bia wo Ghana, why your MPP into nyansan ni witrim sabi. I am not saying so we MPP ni NDC ni nyansan. The point I'm making is this. Da Ghana babeshia NDC no ese NDC wu ma Ghana yadwuma. Da Ghana babeshia MPP no ese MPP wu ma Ghana yadwuma. We have times here bit my in politics, but any time one Ghana bebam no ese who say Ghana first. It's America first. It's Norway first. Vladimir Putin's Russia first. Zelensky's Russia first. But Ghana, dear, it is politics first. And instead of building a country, we are building political parties. And instead of building a nation, we are building an Akufo-Addo and John Mahama. Where is the future for the youth of this country? And people are dying like cockroaches on our highways. And the highway authority is not worried. And Krofo to say and Kutira, and we are quantum ponso. As Minister of Roads, he's not worried. And Krofo to say BPA, our Ghana Council, as your urban authority and federal roads authority, nobody is worried. Because a normal. Hey, Ghana, dear, when you accident, we are normal. City Rebecca, 1 week of Bejai. Accra FM Becca, 1 week of Bejai. Number 1 FM Becca, 1 week of Bejai. Class FM Becca, Obeja, this year FM Becca, Kumase FM Becca, Who FM Becca, 3rd year FM Becca. I am saying it's a CMG conglomerate, or media Becca, 1 Bejai. Then people will die again. Hey, near Gusuti home. It has become a yearly ritual. Say in a year, no, this is the number of people. We can live in a country. To make us say, this year, dear, any panel we no Montesa phrase. It means to say we are expecting more people to die. But this year, because it has become part and parcel of the people. I'm saying, so the fact say Nipa does not make it right. Direct, I'm trying not directing me time because maybe back also. What I say? And you can't want to. Our memu. How I wish I can sit on there. Do you know what? Adia, Jesus. Munti. Many problems say who end this you. For all you know, me end this in. Many problems are one PPO. For all you know, me young people. Many problems are CPPO. For all you know, me a CPP. And many problems are on Twaba. For all you know, me cram in Twaba. Many problems are on your floating voter. For all you know, me, you're better than maybe I'm a trauma. Maybe I'm a floating voter. But I have a problem. Someone I'm under some who actually when it now who Ghana. That is the problem I have. Adenti anese yetro memu ni ntimi nka no kure nkyere mpanyi for. Listen, ade bia koso ache na nye no kure tie me. Ghana politicians don't want no make as if say wonu akoto aba no wo ana oyo somfo ana ono no ye MP minister of roads ana say energy commissioner ana president no ono no yo hene enye no kure Wuna okoto abano, wuna oyo hene, wuna tumi ni wo from you power emanated. Wunti ano ye president. It is a wuna tumi ni free honum na obia be president a. Wusun kanasem. Hey, and it's all your phone say opinion was hey, listen, tell them the truth. Mr. Momna Facebook, me soldiers no, message soldiers ni nyina o. Me mitimi fa me kwa Afghanistan, me fa different. Me soldiers are momna all the positive soldiers come. Yeah, soldiers near patriotic soldiers. Patriotic soldiers of Africa. Obi ohwe me bia ko Facebook, na sema e. Na ma me kasa bredo. Adwan so me no na ye. Copy link no, na fa to other platforms. Nya ko yanim. Obi antimi no obi ahwe, ye nya obi ahwe. Minkojo obi asika ntimi nkense mhunu nkyere me se wo ma miska na ade maka ni sei. Me ka no kra kyere wo man no. Guys, ka kra mo bi eso kyere me kra meje. Sema anyi. So what are you talking about? Ka no kra kyere wo man no. Ye dem ani me so say $1 million. Stay. Me ba me next part until me buy ne. But me be wasting on the American. In as much as say the other part cross road accident. This over speed in this animal. E wo hono no. E yesem panyufo so yo madwuma yie. Just say, oh, Jesus Christ. Do you know what happens? And I mean so mwa say ne can crazy and well. And you support us on mo. E kwa no baby wa, esin baby. Highway. Baby to me wasn't baby saying. Oh, akweti tree. Na bam. Thank you, director. Patrick Nekaza. Correct my pa. Akwana tena kurasi ache. Na bam. Ghana kwan na bim bam. Ghana kwan baby. Ghana kwan baby John Mahama. Baby Akufo-Addo. How can we have rules like that? Use indiscipline laws. O man emrenimo. O man emrensu omu a enti mpanyimfo. Thanks to IGP Dampare. Ono so say ye pa. But na say na nko ono so yama politics asay no. Ana me 24. Em so wase atena se yi. Owura Dampare odi akure be 2 se banche. So ye steady because nyankopon e do bai. Jai sa politics na nko for person de show mu no. And yes, sir, you enter into the book of history as the worst IGP. It doesn't matter how you started. The world does not care about how you started, but how you ended. It will you may have started well, but think about your ending. It may man some for and friends who show IGP. Who said I'll make a say share in your time. Say see how we yard. So I say, oh, but you can be mad because we yard and you have all the pedigree. What I say, one my gun phone say police is your friend. And so never be one much I say phone be one IGP and Koyi. And so trust ye. What I say. Then your bomb pie man mobile power not more Sanchi. I'm fan on Chile. Tell me, director said, producer said, and a caller from Babum. It will be on the phone. But they see a moment of Facebook, Namon Mammy. Tio Ghana, I am a business, so be better now. So, Nasa Ofia Kunyansua. I am ordinary town for money or Babette Nationana. Me person me bisa. Because it happened in the days of Kufuor. Abra Kufuor Betna so see a fire hospital. At I must buy one parcel. Abra Kufuor Betna say was the affordable housing. The be America me say me quite years ago. I cried. Me bisa and yes so maton time on. Et ya ton mama ho na mo chi hwan. Then a certain man John Mahama also came. As he see affordable housing unit was agle me and I mean because me came na me 3 months na so. Kofi akpelu to me fo. Say anka me court. Hey Ghana wa nya de e beti wa man ni yeye. Ye mpanyimfo no omuni mumra. Ye mpanyimfo no ni mumra mpa mo mfa mra nya dwuma from the chief justice to the last person. Nobody who knows Ghana for a contempt. Forget about it. Speak the truth to the corridors of power. Nobody is about the spirit of the Lord. I'm telling you. They don't care jack about the laws of this country. Depending on which political force is in power, it's likely say at entry in Ubinya. And depending on which political party is not in power, at entry in Ubinya. Where your mind? Forget about it. Hey, young queen, me ko drop muso. Na CTV yaba yabe yadwuma. Ye tuka hwi ekohono. Ye correspondent bi boan ye. Ama ensemu abetu dwale ho hia. Me pa to a video bi ewo ne I send no menim sa director was that video no on the e-block. But what was that video? But only that video no. O de ye kasa betim de atoso. Aye setre afram plains. Akane no na setre east. First no na setre ankasa district no. And out of it no ye benya setre afram plains. I pay my mention ban achamfo. Spirit man, my mention no paper. Now obeje di say your crab on my friend kudu. Tell me in the same district yes setre afram plains. Suku iya semi American esi. Director, hold on ankasa. Sa suku iya enkrofo no ekọ kudu ho no enye papa. Enti yenya administration bi mo mbesi e-block. Tell me ewo setre afam place wo. Enti the best thing e be ni say my friend school no nya papa de a na etwa se yeyi wo. Ne edom eco school papa. Me nuanom. Obeji adi se be si ne. My friend gusu esua de wo haban na se. Ama school dan no a yesi ye e-block no akan mu dem. Director abeti me the e-block no atoso ama me. Yesi enter on the beto so ama yin. Akan mu member of parliament no honorable Alex Adomaku Mensa in 2020 obekaya wawurai abaye press briefing and I followed it ewa Akuma FM. Asante asam na meka yo. Say MC no hono no sabotage adwuma the Eswell administration aye. Because there are some developmental projects bi hono a yes anka MC yes Joseph Joseph Owusu anabibi say Joseph Mensa wo bibi. Yes anko taking care of the project no what dwene say a political project intino wa huro ne nsa firi ho ensam hu de ebidi bi okroma o dabio na e-blocks no ejo mahama ne bottom sika e-blocks no NDC for is wurade. O man ben kura na Johnson Aboy say Nyansa Aboy say na Johnson Abako. Eti chese NDC second ye see blocks. Na mo kura hey ti. And the moment you go school system. Because see I go school sa pesine. Na se beta frache Nyansa kakra nso empanyifo anim ye mudu do no ani bidia ye kwa dey school. Because say NDC na also was Kufo I a project way and indeed my example say Awura Tamos ban Kufo project bebre wanto baby onum so to aso for instance Sakwan Bushwalker Road and the Atamos yard amatam krampa obi anokro frɛ Kufo samukaya very few people na do Ghana one of them Atanos on they not do Ghana. Now, I know it's not Pasum J. No, Dogana. Obit Sekufo, he did so well. But politics in the Yankanokre. Now, can't I say? Director, one, I make you move. So, if you don't know, ready, I'm going to okay. Eti, Eban is saying, and Edika, Sika, et me see ye blocks. Now, ye blocks, ne came room. Mentias Obin free Vladimir Putin, free Russia, Metramasia, and Zelensky, free Ukraine, bro. Na Mentiasia or Ghana. Yet, dear, a baby, a buying, and a Ghana Sika, a project, a came room, now Russia and Swiss sanity. Zelensky, Ukraine, so sanity, now. Say, yes, Sadia, I dream Ben, I want to tell you and penny for be. I remain the voice for the country. I have been sent from above to proclaim the truth to humanity, especially the corridors of power. And as I'm given by the Spirit of the Lord, so do I tell the leadership. This is supposed to be the job of the clergy, the job of the ministers of God, especially those of the Christian and Islamic fraternity. But because of corruption and greed, selfishness, their mouths have largely been shut. But God said, "Go, my son, for ye are the hope of the future. You are the very incorrigible patriotic seed of the African soil. I name you the great commandant of all patriots and full soldiers of Africa. Look into the eyes of the leadership of your country, if not extending your scope to the tentacles of Africa. Speak truth to them. Let them know for this cause you are born, for this cause you have been sent." Listen, gentlemen, I am a journalist not because I sat in a journalism classroom, but I'm a journalist or a broadcaster because I have been sent out of the moon to proclaim the truth to the earth. And send me a year king, a no crensem. Mr. Producers, money tape no way you mamma, yet that tape no way you. There be more the phone lines not to so a behamagine. Producers no ye a humano mine. I did the medium. You understand? It's a humbe here say. You who son of Crensem. Who be here see who son of Crensem. And until I me and family home say you label me. I don't care. Because I've realized say one more a care, you know, Suru Thomaso, NDC comes swabu, MPP comes swabu, into ne omuntimen kasa. Because Okasa, Yabaka so MPP. Okasa, Yabaka so NDC. Yabesi Bians, who can be so it's either Sabako MPP for Afa. And I beko NDC for Afa, sorry. It will become one to one. And don't think I mention my ba. Say, Nyobeka se me NDC no. Wonka. Na me jitum because NDC for nyenyan. Jo ma ha o mabusu e manka me secretary no tietia me so. Sabi se me kasa na kwa MPP for Afa. Na NDC for nso beka se me MPP ni a. Sabi mpanyifo nim. MPP for omo nya mponche. Now the Darko Akufo me fear and can be a man sense woman na ho. But either way the truth must be said. Whether it affect MPP or it affect NDC. I care less. Then me catch say. Me ne ura said we are going to go Asia. CMG only for buy. Zero group of company. And in the other conglomerates. I don't know if I found that. Catch them say. Nientia, it's as of the vision. Or say Nientia or TCMG in a say. Or they be bois and mobra wafu. These were his words. To raise the vulnerable, to uplift them from economic and political obscurity into economic and political limelight. Into a car, send some chairman. Now, me so me who say me will mind gun who toss me boy me my names. Ah, my truffle fool. Now, tongue cracker in Pusun Grandpa. Say to a gongo vision in a say. Obebwa, I'm a here for pidomu. One way bre, and ya hoto. No one way soon, and ya said yash or my fumu. No, your family say, Memra Medici TV, and a page media chiamia. What else can I tell leadership if not what I'm doing? What else? Mime pamuchao. Mime bunko today. Someone masud ya munye. Mime pamuchao munko today. Get the taxes, man penny for because as your pamuchao and some of fix your roads. As your pamuchao and some of fix your schools. As your pamuchao and some of my tompa, Elgo hospitals move. I'm more from. Mime pamuchao. When it is your duty, no. I'll speak to you like God has sent me. Me patch your video. You have video in Emra. You have video. You buy a better course briefly. You have video. You have video. But you have video in Emra.
Share the dan e ho kura start say. Dan kama. Ye Jesu bia mam. Bia ni. Ya penta yi bia. Fangura be gumo mon ko school keke. Eni
Senator Franklins. I'm member of parliament near Honorable Alex Adumako Mensa. Now MC near Joseph Owusu. That's why I know even so. School down na came. Ya penti avio. Enkonyagum fam of frabesua dia keke. Hey, politics in this way. Because say near we see no e bi onyan people nti. Debio no the NDC can see. Ghana mpanyimfo mentuma se woni be hu se bita frache se mususu se ba bi esi na wa nyansani e tokas na fam ofra no ko fam frifie fam bra school omo pon amom security escort no mo san kofie. In the days of old muni baby na school sisi. Thank you director e bi twen suo ansa no makọ school in the days of old. Enu krampom timi twen suo ko school. Says school no dabio esibe papa pom kran until no. And to one person of what you do as leadership. Okay, me Minister of Education, and mobile say, mobile government cars. No more police escort be. Whatever. No, and my friend, mom vantage pointer, mobile form do my school. No more time, mobile pound, no more pound, my son do my call. Is this thing difficult for you to do? At the schools in this year, at the schools in them pro, no more. Director, my fancy, unim. School way, director year. And no, my friend, according to them. Meanwhile, never been fear. And you know, in the same town, your friend baby could do to say, a higher cantonment, Kuroba and a bank cantonment, Osu, Mewa, Osu for no any school, SCS school dino SC cantonment, and Allah, right? Me patro, ya more that's not a video. Ye pictures now. I have buying pictures, you know. Now you enter baby, I'm a friend who school in the same district. Me patro, that's no. Bamboo, I say bread, a dime. Me patro, sa bamboo, bread, dino, roll the picture, I'm say pictures near 4 and 5. But I could be one more, I say boo. Papa, what's the grass at your director, or so shall say, so much trouble. And it's truth, I say trouble. I want my friend send you. And yet, Kedaya, you can't show, yeah. The elsewhere administration, the Ghana for secrecy. Because of John Mohammed. Debut. Oh, God. What kind of. Hey, call us, Mumram. Emphasis. I saw phobia to me for. I have phobia to me for. I mentioned more finance at Yami. And you sure so share tape your best friend. But offer. See, you can't do more mind best you. And I know I am for. I'm afraid me to me for. I mean, I'm on because I know. And I know never be one to me come. Because what the fra fra moi. A big work on any mass. And I know I'm not saying, yeah, yes, sorry. You come my Dutch. May come my Dutch, yes, I could for the president in you. I don't care about that. Make in the days of John Mahama. In the days of Nana Kofado. They be a catch it all. So Chini, we need to see people. All tribes are equal, pledging allegiance to the red, gold, green, central black star. Yes, sir. Udin is an Afri. Yes, but Udin is an Afri. But Udin is an Afri. But you mammy free so. Mammy, some free. Mammy, some free. I've told you, say. Mammy, Mr. Mofraya Munjum, a TV volume, na home seconds. Yeah, mammy, more fire, mammy too.
Yeah, so sending out what they are doing.
More fire.
Like I'm really like you are too awful. That's so good. I was so much of watching this celebrity thing. Like you said before, you said it before. It's like making sick. Yeah, you're too sad. I have to talk to the guy and do. But then you come and talk and tell me like it's like our president and our politicians and I'm not thinking of nothing. They don't think about.
They don't care about us, sweetheart.
Thinking of at all. All they think about is getting their money, sending their children outside the country. It's why I talk to them to say we should start in the country.
That's right.
And they are things that sending outside the country to where it's sending. What should they do? To the first. While their children are outside the country, sending in air conditioning classrooms and better classrooms. And we are people still about 80 something in the class. She was very small. They told me to go to class at that. And I said, Nyama school. I was from the body. I can't say the class starting the company. So my sister said, he would do the start and the same thing. Nothing wasn't to the same thing. And in fact, it is what is done.
More fire. Mammy, that's it. Mouse, more fire. Aya. Utie me, mammy, utie me. Hello? Okay, we are to so. But utie me, fear myself. More friend in na movie. I'm on Facebook. My CTVGH. My CTVGH on Facebook. Na mon share my. Who be here in pa. More friend in na I'm on Facebook. My CTVGH. Oko my CTVGH chat. Na what share am I? Me patrol din is an answer free friend. Hello? Patrol din is an answer friend. More fire. Mammy too, Abolo. Abolo. Okay. More fire. Joseph, who's winning power? Scanom de Road Ross. Yo. More fire. Me patrol we are now. I copy a link no Facebook. No, I share my why CTV. Daniel Abbey. Also share this guy is doing well. Me that's it. Daniel Abbey. Daniel, into also copy link no. Na two platforms. So South Boy Bambi. What you did talk this morning is what has been on my third eye. Honestly, I don't know what they're doing in power after entrusting them with our powers. Or also, but of our message, bra Facebook. Make cameras see. I'm gonna make suggestion. We will see, and you remain forever. More fire. See, they won't share this because they know what they are doing. If you don't share, God will cause stones to share. Yahuza Swame. Say the ruling by the Supreme Court judges on this issue regarding the voting right of the deputy speakers in Parliament remains paramount. Much will be by a bit remains paramount, and no amount of insinuation and insult from John Mahama and the NDC can change the ruling. So it will be better for them to advise Justice Abdullahi, the plaintiff, to go for a review. Greetings to Michael Sebwaten Pope and Mr. Prince Obeng. Kwame Anim, Oshen, Yamishra, Salisu Sechere, also Oshen, or say Salisu Sechere from Power, Uti, sorry. 99% of Ghana's challenges today emanate from the bad and poor decisions taken by the past NDC administrations, and that the consequences and sufferings we are going through today as citizens of Ghana. Never again, NDC, may all the lost souls in the accident rest. Okay, so that is it. Hashtag e-levy and so on, hashtag building Ghana together. As Samuel Tuflos, or say I'll organize to bend the school tomorrow. I beg you. We use legitimate means to press home our demands. No. And Timbacho Yen Fancy Hanum. Na ubetimi ako Facebook, my CTVG, na washare my. I still remain the voice for this country, gatekeeper of the nation, hope for the future. Very incorrigible patriotic seed of the African soil. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your great commandant of all patriots and full soldiers of Africa. Yentri hotel na yemfa niakano and so more after the break.
Why you bet me a year at your COVID-19.